And then she says, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know how to dress either. And that's why your baby got A-worded, right? So I was just like, first of all, hey, it's Fine Girl Dime and welcome back, Fine Girls. We have so many new Fine Girls in the bunch, so I just want to say thank y'all for subscribing. And that means that y'all are not Fine Girls. So if you want to be one of the Fine Girls, just make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you like this video, okay? That would be a Christmas present to me from all of y'all, okay? What made me want to tell this story time is because I had a friend whose mom passed away on Christmas, and Christmas was never the same for her after that, understandably so. So I wanted to tell this story time as a gift to any viewer that is in a similar situation, or of course the Fine Girls that watch anyway. This is a gift from me to y'all to enjoy this video on Christmas, because basically we're going to be spending Christmas together for the duration of this video. This video takes place when I was 18 years old, and you know when you're 18 years old, you just think you're so grown. Like, I'm grown was a frequent statement when I was 18 years old. So let me tell y'all about me and my little grown friends, okay, and how we got snatched up out of the club by somebody's mama. The characters for this story, if y'all have seen the other story times, y'all know that at the time my best friend was Janae and my best friend was Megan. So both of them are in this story time, of course, and we are gonna call this other girl, we'll call her Sneaky, because she was kind of sneaky. Me and her birthday is the day after my birthday, which doesn't matter for this story time, but let me stay focused. We all had each other's numbers, and basically throughout our different classes we had together, we all talked and said that we wanted to do something together. We saw the flyer for the Shake That for Santa party and we were so excited, okay? Now let me tell you where the Shake That for Santa party was. It was basically some hood clubs, and their Instagram page, it looked super ratchet, and we were there for it, and we wanted to just like have fun and stuff. And you want to know who was even more excited about it? Sneaky, okay? Because Sneaky had never been to the club, and she had recently turned 18, so she was excited about it. Sneaky had older sisters, and we all decided, we were all basically on the phone, right? And we all decided, okay, this is the plan. Or I'm able to go out, but I had a curfew, and I had to be inside by 12 midnight, or I need to at least stay wherever I was. Because if you watch this channel, you know my parents strict. Or when I was younger, they were strict, right? So Janae, if you watch that last story time, you know that Janae's mom is very chill, laid back, so she didn't have a curfew. Her mom was whatever. Megan's mom is also strict, so her mama didn't do the slumber party stuff. Her mom didn't do any of that. So while Megan is on the phone with us saying that she's gonna be going, I'm thinking in my head, where are you going? How are you gonna get there? None of us had cars to drive. So mind you, there was no Uber at the time, okay? So just continue to listen to this story, right? And you'll find out how everything kind of falls into place and also falls apart very quickly. I'm wondering how she even gonna get there. Like, are you lying to all of us? Because it's not that crazy for Megan to lie. Like, she didn't lie all the time, but she had times where she would lie, like anyone does really. But she said she was gonna come and all that stuff, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just thinking, we'll see. So time goes by, and oh, and I have to tell you about Sneaky. Sneaky's mom was more relaxed, because Sneaky also had a big sister who we are gonna call Meanie. That one is the one that is older than Sneaky. So we have Meanie. Sneaky is my friend, and Sneaky had a little sister that we would call, we talking to each other on the phone. We like, yeah, we gonna go to this party. But I got tired of wondering, so I was just like, Megan, how are you gonna go to the party? How are you gonna go to the Shake That for Santa party when you can barely even cross the street? She was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna think of something. And I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm just thinking, Megan is not gonna be at this party or anything. So, cause like I said, her mama was extremely strict. So since I was 18 now, you know, I asked my parents if I could go. Since I was 18, they were like, okay, yeah, you can go, but y'all know 12 o'clock curfew. I said, well, we're gonna stay there later till 12 o'clock, because as y'all know, like, if you are a part of the club scene, the parties get started at 12, and I'm not trying to go home or be home for 12 o'clock. Like, that's just not gonna work. So I told my mom, she was like, basically stay where you are then. I told her, okay, I will stay at Sneaky's house. And she was like, okay, cool. Typically, even if on the slim chance that she let me stay at somebody's house, she would have wanted to call their parents. She would have wanted to confirm who they were. Does she have a dad or a brother at her house? Then that's a no if that's the case. If she has like just girls over, then, you know, she would have been more inclined to let me stay over there. But since I was 18, she wasn't doing all that. So I was excited about that. I'm like, yeah, I'm grown now. I'm grown now. I'm kind of hot in this sweater. So the time comes, we go to school, everything's fine. I asked Megan, is she still gonna come to the party during PE? And she's like, yeah, I'm still coming. So I'm just like, okay, bet. So time goes by. Let's fast forward to the day where we will be shaking up for Santa at the club. My mom drops me off to Sneaky's house, and Sneaky's mom comes out on the porch and she's like, hey, you know, they see each other, all that stuff. Kiss my mom bye, go in the house. I see Sneaky. My friend Janae is not there yet, because if y'all watch this channel, y'all know that Janae is late a lot, and we never really said what time we were gonna get there. So actually a few minutes later, Janae comes and we're just like talking, we're catching up. While we are talking, we're in Sneaky's room getting ready. Like I told y'all, Sneaky has sisters, a good bit of them, and they kind of like share a room together. So we're all in the room together. We're just talking. So it's Meanie, little sister, Sneaky, me, and Janae. So we're having a good time. We're talking, and all of a sudden, I kind of had already what I had in mind already what I was gonna wear. I was gonna wear like this kind of, it was a dress that was one shoulder, bodycon kind of fit. And I don't remember the shoes I was gonna wear. Oh, I wear heels. I wear some black heels to go with it. And I had this purse that basically, it was a clutch, but it had brass knuckles on it as a part of how you hold the clutch. It was so cute. And y'all know during this time, I guess you were either like a skulls girl or you were like a flowers girl. Well, for the most part, or a galaxy girl. I feel like I have an idea of what I'm talking about. Most days I was a floral girl. I wasn't really like one of the galaxy girls, but you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm grown. Like, I'm gonna change it up with this like skull clutch, you know, edgier look, because I'm gonna be going to the club. Although it's a hood club, so you really don't even have to dress up, but I always love dressing up. Just because that's just how I am. So we're all talking about what we're gonna wear. So I describe what I'm gonna wear and I show it to Sneaky and I'm like, yeah, this is what it looked like. She's like, oh, that's so cute, that's so cute. This is what I'm gonna wear. And then she pulls out what she's gonna wear, and her little sister is like, no, I don't like that. That looks so tacky. And then Sneaky was like, no, it doesn't. That looks so good. Nothing was wrong with her outfit, by the way. Nothing was wrong with it. It didn't look tacky. So then the older sister tells the little sister, no, her outfit looks cute. What are you talking about? Little sister gets annoyed with Meanie, and then she says, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know how to dress either. And that's why your baby got A-worded, right? So I was just like, first of all, like, how are you her sister and you purposely say that to hurt your sister's feelings? Two, why did this escalate so quickly over an outfit? Like, clearly there's more there to this situation than the outfit. And then Sneaky ended up trying to like separate them. Then Meanie got upset that Sneaky was trying to get them to calm down, and then they started going back and forth with each other. Meanie felt like she was taken up for Sneaky, so that's why Meanie was upset at Sneaky. And then after that happened, Meanie was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get you, yeah, like but she was talking to me, she was talking to Sneaky when she said this. She wasn't even talking to the little sister, even though the little sister said something really hurtful to her. So I'm just thinking, I don't have sisters, so I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, what a horrible sisterhood to have. Like, that's messed up. Like, I don't know what type of relationship this is. Like, if y'all have watched my last stories, y'all have heard me say, for people who don't get along with their sisters, I look at them sideways. It's situations like that where I look at people who don't get along with their sisters sideways, because if it's a regular sistership and you just don't get along, that's that's another thing. If you like purposely say something to hurt your sister, or you do something malicious to your sister and she hasn't done anything to you, then I don't get that at all. And sometimes parents raise children to have disdain towards their sisters or towards their siblings. I think sometimes that can result in situations like that. Not saying that was the case for them, because I don't know the ins and outs of their situation. I was just thinking, wow, that little girl, she was probably 14. Minnie was 21. She was able to drink and stuff like that. So that happened, and the room kind of got a little quiet. All right. Thankfully, we heard her knock at the door. That's when Meanie left the room and she went to go get the door. We all know it's Megan, so we followed her to the door and we're just like, oh, hey, we're like happy to see her, of course. And the same thing happened when everyone else walked into the house and everything. But we see her, hey, all that stuff. She comes in, she has the smallest little bag. Like, it's not a spend a night bag, it's not a sleepover bag, it's none of that. It's like a purse. We close the door, she comes in, and we all get in the room, except this time the little sister is not in the room anymore. I see Megan's purse and I'm just like, where are your clothes? Did you forget your clothes? And she's like it's in here. My mom doesn't know that I'm spending a night here. My mouth drops, because I'm just like, how are you gonna spend a night at a house when your mom is your ride? Like, your mom's eventually gonna come back to like pick you up tonight. But she's speaking in a really low tone, so not everybody hears what we're saying, or so I thought. So she's telling me this in a really low tone, and I'm just thinking, it's just not sounding right. It doesn't sound like a fully thought out plan. Like, girl, you did not think this through, clearly. She said, well, I'm still gonna go to the club. Like, I'm gonna be at the club and I'm gonna like tell her not to come get me just yet. Like, I'm gonna plan. Like, I thought about this. I thought about everything. So I was just like, okay. So what are you wearing tonight? So that's what we shift to. More time goes by and we're all dressed. There's no Uber, so we call a taxi, of course, because there's no Uber at the time. So we call a taxi. The taxi comes, it pulls up. This guy, I really don't want to like profile this person, kind of, but they looked like they were a convict music. And he was up front in the front seat. And we were kind of scared to get in the car because of him being like kind of rude. You know how you can just kind of like feel that people are not nice? Like, that's what I felt when we opened to get in there. So we all get in the back seat. It's the three of us. So like I said, it's me. Actually, it's four of us. So it's me, Megan, Sneaky, and Janae. Sneaky, she sits in the front seat. I feel like she had no issue with this person, because even at the age we were, Sneaky, she liked older men. Like, she liked 40-year-olds and she liked men that were married. So she had no problem sitting in the front seat with this scary man. The remainder of us, me, Megan, and Janae, we're in the back seat and we're getting ready, we're riding, we're going to our destination. There was some construction going on, and so he basically he couldn't take the first U-turn, so he had to take the next U-turn. And of course, the taxi, the meter going, and then he passed up the next U-turn, and we were like, no, you passed up the place. He continued going. So we were like, stop the meter right now, because we will just walk across the street and go to the place. This man, the taxi driver, was just going further so he can try and ring up the meter. And I feel like he knew that we were like kind of scared of him. Like, well, Sneaky did not seem scared of him. She seemed like ooh la la about him. He was not feeling the same way, and clearly, because he's trying to ring this meter up on us, we just decided to get out the car at that point. You are not going to run this meter up on us. Mind y'all, it's dark and stuff, and this place is not in the best area, but we did that. So we went out. Once we got out, we get into club, we are in line for the club. They are like checking us. It's a woman security officer. She checks us and all that stuff. She's like, those are brass knuckles. And I was like, I didn't know what brass knuckles were at the time. I was like, no, this isn't brass. This is like stainless steel handle of my purse. And she was like, no, those are like brass knuckles. People use them to punch. And I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't know what she wanted me to do because it's my purse. And she was just like, you have to let me know that you won't get in any fights in here. And I was like, I am not gonna fight using my purse. I didn't plan on fighting at all. But like, if I was a fighter and I didn't know what those brass knuckles were on my purse or my clutch, she would have given me the idea to use it like that. Like, we all went in, we had a fun time and all that. We go to the bathroom. Once we go to the bathroom, Megan, she's just like, oh my goodness, my mom, she keeps calling me. Megan is just like super nervous. She decided to lie to her mom and tell her that she was at the house. She calls her mom. She's like, yeah, I'm at the house. We're dancing to music. You don't have to pick me up right now. Oddly enough, her mom didn't answer when she had called her back. She, you know, left a message and ended the phone. So while we're doing all that, we're having a good time. We're dancing. Nut if you butt, boy, nut if you butt. Nut if you butt, boy, nut if you butt. Sneaky, she's dancing with some old man. He probably married. And me, Megan, and Janae, we are all dancing together, having fun. There is this song, me and Megan, we decide to go to the bathroom again. I'm like dancing while we're going to the bathroom. Then all of a sudden, I see a very short lady that happens to look just like my best friend's mom. I look closer and it's Megan's mom. It really is. So once Megan's mom sees me, she looks at me and I'm just like, hey, Miss Megan's mom. And then she then sees Megan and she's like, Megan, what are you doing here? And then that's when things get crazy. Well, I run off to get Sneaky and to get Janae. They're dancing, and then I'm like, hey, Megan's mom is here. Megan's mom is here. So they're like, what? And they were actually okay with leaving at that time anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. We basically could have stayed there and just took a taxi, obviously, because our people knew where we was and they didn't have an issue with it. But we decided we would just ride with Megan's mom so we didn't have to pay for a taxi. So we all go in the car. Megan's mom is upset. She's like, you didn't tell me that you were gonna be at a club. How dare you be at a club and all that stuff. Then she goes on to talk about how Megan did not answer the phone when she was calling her. She don't know why she didn't answer why she didn't answer the phone. She found out that Megan was gonna stay the night at Sneaky's house. Megan's mom she had no problem taking us back. I was kind of curious how everything happened. Like, I'm just wondering, oh my goodness, like, how did she know what club to find us at? Like, why is Megan's mom here? The club wasn't too far from where Sneaky lived, so it was a quick drive. We get to Sneaky's house. Megan, she sadly picks up all her stuff. She felt really embarrassed when she was at the club. Megan, she had someone that she liked, so she felt really embarrassed that the guy that she liked saw her mom coming to get us all out of the club. So after that, so Megan's mom drops us off at the house. Megan comes to collect up all her stuff. She looking all sad and everything. She leaves. I thank Miss Megan mom for the ride. And then now it's just me, Sneaky, and Janae. So we're talking, we kikiing about everything that happened that night. We had a great time, shaking that for Santa. We're just like, oh my goodness, like, how did she find out where we were? So in slithering in all fast, Meanie comes. So she's just like, how's the club? And that's when Sneaky was like, her mom busted in the club and came to pick us up. And she was being so dramatic, but I'm here for it. Her mama didn't come in there to pick us up. Like, literally, if we wanted to stay there, we could have stayed there. We just were like, might as well take the ride. Like, so that's what we did. So we ended up saying, yeah, her mom came in the club. Meanie began giving her perspective, and she was like, yeah, Megan's mom came in here. She was knocking on the door all hard to pick up Megan. And she was like, hey, I'm here to pick up Megan. Because it was like maybe, I don't know what time it was, but she came to pick up Megan. Meanie said, oh, well, they're at the club. Now, here's the thing. Megan never told Meanie her plan. She didn't tell anybody her plan. She was very discreet, but she probably should have been more open. So it's kind of embarrassing when you have a strict parent as a teenager. So as someone with strict parents, I understood where she was coming from and why she didn't want to tell everybody. And that's probably why she just told me, because I also have strict parents. And then Meanie finds out that Megan didn't tell her mom that she wasn't staying the night by Megan's mom expression. So Megan's mom gets upset and she's just like, what you mean she's staying the night here? She's not staying the night here. She doesn't even have clothes. Cause y'all saw, or not y'all saw, but y'all heard y'all heard me tell y'all that she only had a purse. And it was like, it wasn't the biggest purse. It was a pretty small purse. It wasn't like those mini purses. It was a small purse that she managed to fit all that stuff in there. So Megan's mom was upset. Megan's mom was like, tell me where they are. Where did they go? And then Meanie said, I'm not sure which club they went to. I'm not really sure. So she tried to cover for us, or at least she says, who knows? Because she could have been mad at sneaky from earlier. Who knows? That's how she tells the story anyway. So she's like, no, I really don't know where they went. They either could have went here or they could have went there. Let's say club A, club B, club C. She told Megan's mom that Megan was like, you need to find out where they are. So Meanie called Sneaky and Sneaky didn't respond. So now she really didn't know where to go. So apparently Megan's mom went to club A, club C, and then club B. Club B, we were at club B, and that was the third club that she went to. Once she gets in there, of course, y'all know what happened because I told y'all that. Sneaky, we're all talking about it. We're like, oh my gosh, and all that stuff. So Sneaky, she eventually goes to bed and everything like that. And then Sneaky said, I think she told Megan's mama where we were. I don't think she gave her 3 options. And then, by the way, little sister sleeps in the room is sleeping in the room with us, so she's hearing everything. Little sister says no, she really did tell her those 3 options. Sneaky was just like, okay, I guess it was like kind of foot in her mouth, unless both of her sisters were working together. Like none of the sisters really trusted each other. It's the next day, you know, we sleep, we wake up. I don't want to speak badly about anyone's mom, but I'm just going to tell you this experience from a very objective view, and you can let me know how you make your breakfast and how you cook your bacon, okay? So we're having breakfast. I think we had some biscuits. For the people in the UK, it wasn't cookies. We had, I guess it's what you would call scones. We had some scones for breakfast, and we also had some eggs. I like my eggs scrambled hard. They like theirs a little runny. I'm not even a fan of eggs, but if I do have eggs, it's gonna be scrambled hard. I was a guest, so I didn't want to like ask for any special requests. I just ate it anyway. She also had bacon. Now, I have never in my life had microwave bacon, okay? And let me finish. This bacon was not the microwavable bacon. It was the raw pig bacon that comes in the packs with the slices, okay? Not pre-cooked, not microwavable bacon. They put oil on it and then they put it in the microwave to cook it, and then when it came out, it was still pink and limp like a noodle. So when I saw that, I was just like, I don't eat pork. I didn't say it like that, but I was just like, oh no thanks, I just want the biscuit and the eggs, because the bacon seemed raw and I didn't want to get sick. So y'all tell me how y'all cook y'all bacon. Do you cook your bacon? Do you put it in the oven? I like my bacon in the oven. Some people say that's what old people do, but I like my bacon in the oven because you don't have to wash it, and it's just so easy. It doesn't pop on you, and you don't have to put oil on your bacon. You don't have to put oil on it because it's just naturally greasy. So that kind of threw me off too when they started putting the oil on the bacon, and then when they put it in the microwave, I was just observing because I'm just like, you know, maybe it'll come out how I expect it to come out, and this is just something that I didn't know about. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm open-minded to new ideas if it leads to, you know, a nice solution. But everybody is different, so they were just eating the bacon like it was like how they do things, and it was normally how they did things. So just let me know how y'all make y'all bacon in the comment section below. And yes, Merry Christmas.